In the modern battlefield of ideology, facts are negotiable, but belief is sacred. And to harness belief is to wield real power. Charlie Kirk, once a teenager with a cause, became one of the most influential youth voices in America conservatism by doing exactly this.
Mastering Law 27.
He didn't just lead a movement, he gave a movement someone to believe in. This is the story of how belief became power and how we can learn from it. Charlie Kirk was born in 1993 in Arlington Heights, Illinois, raised in a politically aware family with early exposure to activism. In high school,
He challenged teachers he saw as Marxist.
and took conservative stances. But more than ideology, Kirk tapped into faith, identity, and narrative. He offered conservatives, especially young people, a cause, a community, a worldview. Belief is more than agreement. Belief demands sacrifice, loyalty, meaning. That's where Law 27 begins. In 2012, at 18 years old, Kirk co-founded Turning Point USA with Bill Montgomery. What started as a campus conservative group evolved into a media powerhouse, donor network, and youth movement. Turning Point USA hosted mass rallies with spectacle, light, music, cameras. That felt more concert than a political meeting. Kirk was the public face, the preacher, the provocateur, the brand. He didn't lead with detailed policy. He led with identity, challenge, and belonging. To convert belief into movement, Kirk used rituals and symbolic language. He coined and repeated slogans that felt like creed. He leveraged social media phrases and memes that created inner circles. He encouraged campus chapters to wear branded apparel, host weekly Turning Point USA meeting, shout slogans at dorms. This repetition wired belief into identity. Followers felt they owned a movement. Belief is never passive. You must feel part of something greater. Perform rituals. Speak the language. That's how a cause becomes cult-like. Belief must be protected. Critics neutralize. Doubts must be channeled. Kirk curated his inner circle and narrative tightly. Dissenters or dissenting voices, sometimes students or even former Turning Point USA staff, are cast as betrayers, silent enemies, or unwitting tools. In this way, belief was not just about ideas. It was about us versus them, chosen versus loss, faith in the cause. But no belief system is perfect. Kirk's method drew criticism for confrontational tactics, provocative rhetoric, selective narratives. Some argued he amplified race dog whistles, attacked minority groups when belief is weaponized too rigidly, or simplified complex issues into culture wars. Dissent becomes heresy. That's a risk in any system built on faith alone. The stronger the belief, the more fragile it becomes when tested. On September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated at a speaking engagement at Utah Valley University during his American Comeback Tour. His death instantly became a focal point for belief. Trump, conservative media, and supporters elevated Kirk to martyr status. Belief communities often survive their founders, if narrative is strong enough. His death became part of the mythos. Did a Turning Point's memory. Slogans and symbols remain a rallying cry for many. The story continues. Even without Kirk, Charlie Kirk did more than build a political organization. He built a belief engine. He played to people's need to believe, offering them purpose, identity, belonging. He created structure, rituals, language, narrative, and loyalty. But that power comes with risks. Beliefs must be defended. Stories must be managed, and faith can attract both devoted followers and fierce critics. In the end, the greatest test of Law 27, play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following, is not just how loyal your followers are, but whether your ideology survives when your name is no longer present. Kirk positioned himself as a truth giver amid political confusion, offering clarity where mainstream narratives seemed contradictory. His messaging reduced complexity into moral clarity, good versus evil, freedom versus control, in uncertain markets or cultural climates. Those who offer clarity become trusted anchors, simplify, polarize, and provide meaning. Kirk consistently framed college campuses and media institutions as the opposition. This enemy construction psychologically bonded his followers through shared resistance and indignation. This is a powerful retention mechanism. Conflict sharpens identity. In business, this could mean positioning your brand as the champion against mediocrity, bureaucracy, or stagnant industry. Kirk positioned himself as the fearless young voice, fighting the system, the David versus Goliath. His youth, defiance, and self-confidence resonated with students who felt powerless. The hero projection creates emotional transference. Followers see themselves in the leader's journey. It's aspirational psychology. Kirk used alternating circles of crisis and empowerment. This emotional pendulum kept followers engaged and reliant on him for interpretation and motivation. This is emotional retention, branding and influence. Controlling the emotional tempo ensures engaging attention. Charlie Kirk's mastery of Law 27 wasn't about manipulation.
It was structured identity engineering. He transformed political beliefs into cultural belonging by blending ideological branding, psychological triggers, emotional rhythm. People buy certainty. Craft narratives that fulfill the emotional need for direction when logic feels overwhelming. Define your them. The clearer your opposition, the stronger your in-group loyalty. Become a symbol of transformation. Don't just lead. Embody what your audience wishes to become. Embed meaning into symbols, visuals, and rituals. They are your silent salesman. Manage audience emotion like a DJ controls tempo. Build tension. Release it with hope, then reignite it with urgency. Lead with conviction, not consensus. Charlie Kirk's mastery of Law 27 wasn't accidental. It was systematized. He understood that in a distracted world, belief is the rarest currency. While others chased attention, he built conviction. His strategy mirrors top-tier brand-building psychology. Make your audience feel chosen, not sold to. Whether you are building a startup, a movement, or a YouTube empire, remember, products sell, beliefs scale. Subscribe for more psychological and business strategy breakdown of how influential people in business, politics, and celebrities